Okay, now security boss, y'all. That's
still
all
here.
three of y'all. Just question. Do you think women care about the marriage so much because they get double provision and double protection?
Double provision and double protection. Can you explain that to me?
Okay, you getting provision from your husband. You getting protection from your husband. And then when stuff get bad, you get provision from the courts.
Okay, I'm not talking to you no more because I've already told you that not all women receive government assistance.
No, I'm saying like alimony. Like I'm saying like they're gonna protect you and your asset, and then like I'm not talking about the government like
she's not talking to you
child support. But what I'm saying is like they're gonna award you where to the point where you taking all of this man's stuff.
Jay Prince,
you done asked this question like 3 times, ain't you?
Where does the man get all this stuff from that the woman that he married is not included in it? Where's the coming from?
Oh God!
Also,
a lot of men before they got married, they was on a purpose. So a lot of men come into the game with a bag already. Like half of these.
So then they have the prenup already. Then so they should be taken care of. The man, I'm saying.
Would you agree that alimony is not about gender, but more so about who was who was making the money? For instance, if someone was a house husband, the wife wouldn't.
I think they pay favoritism. I do think it is some type of favoritism when they come in courts. Like a lot of times, like now I got my kids by myself, and when the shoes was on the other foot, and my baby mom just got one assistance, they put me on child support. But now since I got the kids, they don't do that for her. So they pay a big favoritism. They might say, "Oh, it's not like
child support."
It goes. A woman get on child support.
Jay Prince, have you petitioned for child support? Have you went in, filed the paperwork to petition to get child support for your baby mama?
The second year I did.
The second
year I did. But
and what happened?
They found a way. They let her close the case out in one county and open the case up in another county, and it completely diminished the money that she had to pay me. What the other county was about to charge her. So now, since she got one of my other kids and I got the other kid, now it just broke even.
Hey, Dame,
young brothers that might be listening to this, vet the women you have kids with. Marry the women you have kids with, if at all possible.
The best way, and other people, hold on a second, and other people, remember the movie War Games. The best way to win is never to play.
Yes, there you go.
But then you can't win now.
Support. Don't have
marriages, babies. What else we talked about earlier? Marriages, babies, all kinds of little stuff is traps. It's kids. I think and this person can have one kid and make the same amount of money, and that one with one kid will have to pay way more child support than a person with just one with 3 kids.
Yep.
I think we act shocked when he complains about it because they're his kids.
Wait a minute. Oh my God!
Right? Yes, they are my kids, but it's also the women's kids as well.
That is not what I said at all.
I'm surprised.
See, wait a minute. Here's the problem. See, and
I don't agree with no nothing. I know y'all.
Wait, Jay Prince.
I don't need no other man to tell me how much and what I should and can't do with my child.
Hold on.
They always give you child support before they even give you rights. Be your kid.
Let me speak on this. First of all, there's always some comments from the peanut gallery when it comes to child support. And when I say the peanut gallery, I'm talking about women who don't never gotta go through that.
Right.
It's not the dudes are complaining about taking care of their children.
Y'all on the safe side of the court.
What they're complaining about.
Jay Prince, do you have to be on the system?
What they're complaining about.
Angryman, I'm talking to Jay Prince for a moment. Jay Prince, do you have to be on the system?
What do you mean? When you have kids?
Do you have to have someone to tell you how much money is required for you to give to your kids on a weekly basis, monthly basis, for you to be to have value, like you just said.
They do it automatically the moment the baby come out.
You needed that. Is that what you're saying? There was nothing.
I said I don't need no another man to tell me how to raise my kids.
So angry man, going back to the point that you were trying to make, I'm no part of anybody's peanut gallery. And the thing is, I felt you.
I didn't get to make my point.
But I felt
you. I didn't get to make my point. I was cut off. I didn't get to make my point.
I felt you though.
I didn't get to make my point.
Page at that time. But what I'm saying is,
you ain't never been on child support. You don't know what we're talking about.
How would you know
that?
Have a clue. How do you know that?
You do not have a clue.
How do you know that?
Have you ever been on child support?
I needed you to tell me right then. How do you know that?
Have you ever been a non-custodial parent?
You've already spoken. You've already
spoken. Have you ever been a non-custodial parent?
You've already spoken.
Have you ever been a black man on child support?
Oh, no. Now you're trying to add to it. You've already spoke. So answer my question. How would you know that?
Have you ever been on child support?
Answer my question. How would you know that?
Have you ever been on child support?
You spoke first. Answer my question.
I'm a traditional man. You a traditional woman. I don't got to answer you. Answer my question.
No, you came, but you wrote the story about my life.
My question.
How you know?
Answer my question.
About my life.
See, it's cool to talk all that traditional woman shit until it's put to the test.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm giving you an invitation to come to my channel also, so you can.
I'm not coming to your channel. I got my own channel.
Me too, because you're speaking about me like
my question.
You don't
answer
know
my question.
I don't have to. You already answered your own question. You just.
Then why would I have to answer your question?
You projected something on me, not knowing.
If you're talking about, if you're quoting the Bible and all of this, why would I have to answer your question, but you don't got to answer mine?
Why are you going back there? I didn't ask you no question when I was quoting the Bible. I was talking directly to you.
You just did ask me a question, and you wanted me to answer your question without answering my question.
No, I was advising you on what the Bible.
And the Bible did not give men. The Bible did not just give men dominion over their wives. It gave men dominion over all women.
What I didn't do is I did not say anything.
The Bible gave men dominion over all women, not just their wives.
Right, and you just projected something.
So I don't have to answer your question, but you should answer mine.
You, how could you project something into my life that you don't know?
I asked you a question.
No, you didn't. You said what I don't.
Did.
No, you didn't. You started with, I bet you
I said you don't, and then I followed it up with the question.
No, you didn't. You did not. You don't know who I am. You have no idea.
You have never been on child support, and then after that, I asked you if you've been on child support.
You already said it. You said it before, and I'm saying that you have no idea who I am.
It don't matter.
Because guess what? I'm going to share something with you.
It doesn't matter what I did. It doesn't matter how I did it.
It do because it's a conversation.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It does because
it does not. The only way it matters is this is what we have to deal with black women. Y'all always dictating shit to us. It don't matter how I said it. It don't matter how I said it. You said when you looked at the question, on the topic, you said you saw women dictating terms. Now you trying to dictate terms to me.
Asked me a question. Somebody asked me a question. They said, I think it was Sam Likely. He said, what do you he said, security boss, what do you see when
niggas up here?
Can I say something really quick?
Loud noises.
Hold on a second. Can I cut in? Can I cut in really quick? Can I cut in? Can I cut in? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Angryman, can I come out really quick? Hold on a second, guys. I have something that
I don't heard of black women. I know you used to telling black men what to do.
Speaking to my life.
And listen, you used to telling black men what to do and controlling the narrative.
You have a platform.
I know you used to controlling the scenario.
First line of men listening
to you used to controlling the scenario.
Angryman, I have something that
you're trying to speak something into me. You don't even know who I am.
Security boss. How's that? Security boss. Let me say this, Angryman. The answer is if she did it or not. The answer is. Let me say this. Echo. No, I'm hearing echo. The answer is no. She didn't have to. She never did it because she is a Bible. She is a biblical following traditional woman. So of course she never had child support because as a traditional woman, traditionally all her relationships have worked out because that's what it's been for traditional women. right? Now, if that's true, if something else is true, then we're going to have to take that traditional title from you. If you're telling,
you can't take anything from me because you can't. You sound silly.
no, I mean, I want to say, but I know you're a traditional.
Like
I know that you're a traditional woman.
I'm giving you both an invitation to come over to my channel.
I'm giving you an invitation for prayer.
Both
How about
of
that?
you.
I'm giving you an invitation to the altar. Okay,
both of you, because neither one of you can judge my life. And I have a very transparent life, and I'd say exactly what I've been through.
First of all, I wasn't judging your life. First of all, I wasn't judging your life.
Oh, well,
number one, I wasn't judging your life.
You were.
This is the problem. Every time you have a discussion with black women, y'all always throwing out these shaming tactics. Did nobody judge your life? Did nobody judge your life? I judge your life.
No, what you said was people are speaking about child support and they never ever done it. And I'm saying to you, you don't know that. And I said it very
calmly. Is child support traditional? Is child support traditional?
You still ain't answered that question. Look, there's a reason she's not answering that question.
I just want to know, why would you say what you said initially, though?
Because you don't. The reason you don't want to answer the question is because you're deflecting. You don't want me to make my point.
No, what you said came first.
You don't want me to make my point.
You should have asked me first.
You don't. It don't matter.
It does.
It does not. It does not matter. That is trivial.
It does.
That is trivial.
We're dealing with some heresy this evening.
Why is that trivial?
I hear him coming.
That is trivial to the point. You're deflecting because you know I'm right.
That's what, Angryman. Let me just tell you this, and I'm still giving you an invitation to come over and hear my story.
I'm not coming to your show. If you're over here trying to dominate the conversation and be domineering, you definitely
that's what traditional women do. Don't you know that?
So that's what I'm doing to you. That's what I'm doing.
No, I'm joking. No, I know. I'm not. I'm just playing around with you.
No,
you're over here talking over me. So I know what you're gonna do on your show.
Click that link.
So, Angryman, I'm doing that to you.
I think.
Yes.
I'm trying to be domineering over you.
Click
Yes.
that link in the back chat.
Let's all meet in the dust.
I think that you see it that way, but that's not at all what I'm trying to do.
That's how it is.
Well, listen, if you continue,
I was raised traditional.
Why is you yelling though?
Just the fact that you're up here arguing with me like this ain't traditional.
So I'm arguing with you.
Yes.
And what are we arguing about?
I asked you, I made a statement, and then I followed it with a question because you got offended by the statement. So I said, okay, she's offended by the statement that I made an assumption. So let me just ask her the question. And you still haven't answered the question.
So let's go back and set the stage of how it really was. I never get offended by something you saying. I was just wondering and inquired with you, why did you make that statement?
Because
you were telling me. You were initially telling me if you continue to talk under me, it's going to appear to you like I'm cutting you off.
No, because you're not stopping. What you're doing is you're having extended shit. You're repeating stuff over and over again, and I'm not able to interject.
You've been the person talking the whole time.
No, I haven't.
That wasn't talking. I believe that was called yelling.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I like that you see it that way. But no,
okay, listen, ask the panel.
I just heard
there were snakes on the plane. Yes, they deserve to die. And the whole thing burned in hell.
I guess that's the version of who you gonna believe, me or your lying ear, right?
My ears are bleeding, bro. I don't know what to believe.
Stone him. Stone him.
So I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry I came up here and interrupted y'all's "We Are the World" song. Excuse me.
You're from New York, and we expected it.
The hell out of me.
You know, Angryman, you know what's funny?
You know what?
Here we go.
I'll sit back and
Here
be quiet.
Angryman.
Proceed.
Here we go.
Let me tell you.
Here comes a shaved koala bear.
Good morning, by the way. Good morning, by the way. But you know what's funny, Angryman? Angryman, you know what's funny? When I came here, everyone was on Lakeith's show, on Lakeith's throat, and they didn't let him slide. but when security boss does the same, vague questions, doesn't want to answer, everybody lets it go for some reason. There's just one answer.
I'll be the reason that I agree with
let me tell you why I'm biased to security boss, right? Because I'm probably the most vicious one out here. She looks like my aunt. So like she looks like an aunt that she looks like an aunt of mine. So like that's the only reason. That's the only reason why. Because I could be very vicious. Tonight I'm just not really,
I'm glad. Way to go, Eric. Appreciate that.
I
agree with a lot of what she's saying.
Anybody?
Well, first off, because some people need viciousness. Like tolerance is how we got here. Okay, some people don't need, especially women and members of a certain community. The world's been way too nice to them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So listen, Angry Man.
Yes.
We have a conversation now.
I mean, we've been having a conversation. Go ahead.
Oh, you've been yelling and you've been over the top a little bit.
Security boss, can you please stop correcting me and just say what you're gonna say, please?
Well, I have to listen. I only talk to people who actually want to listen and have a conversation.
I'm listening to you.
Well, is there anything wrong with this? Having a conversation?
No.
Answer the question.
Okay, so thank you for being here with me. To answer the initial thing, what you said, you were incorrect because I have been in a child support situation before.
Thank you. Somebody issued child support on you. You had a child support court order.
Yes, sir.
That's not traditional.
But guess what? Guess what else, patriarchy? Like I said to both of you all, I invited you both. I invited you both to my channel. I had a child before my husband. It was another fiance. I even said that. But you all haven't been there yet. So y'all don't know the whole
listen, I love you. I respect you, but is that traditional?
That was before. Let me say it again. It was before. You gonna cut me off or you gonna listen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
This was before I was married. I was a young woman. I did a whole lot of things wrong. This was the first man I ever had sex with. I was supposed to marry him. It was supposed to be traditional with him, but it didn't work. I say all of this. If you talk to Scam Likely, if Dust over here, he probably could tell you more.
I got you. No, I don't listen. It's none of my business.
Maybe Cheeky could tell you more.
It's not.
So he got custody. He got custody of the child.
No, he didn't. It wasn't him.
So
then, how did you get put on a child support order?
Yeah, I'll leave it alone.
Come on, that was the point. Come on.
No, I was gonna say she's been married since '95 and it's working.
Well, here's
now it's '95 and it watched me down the shot.
Here's my question.
Married.
Angry Man, going back to you, it was my mother. I was a young. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I heard you said your mother. So let me ask you this question. So if you know
you're a fool,
if you've been on child support and you had to tolerate that system and the way they behave, how do you not understand what Jay Prince is talking about?
Because I controlled my situation. And maybe it was because I was a woman. I don't know. But I controlled my situation. I never had any problems, not one day. And I set this up for my mom because
we don't have that control.
Hold on a second. You said you were married in '95. Were you at this event, Freaknik '95?
I think I was at that when I was getting married at that time.
That was traditional. No, I'm messing with you.
Angry Man, going back to you. I controlled my situation. I never had an ounce of problems.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
But men do.
It is a different experience.
I advocate. Hold on for a minute, Angry Man. I advocate for men in child support. I make the calls.
Here is the.
I pay it.
Well, we need our women to go down to their court system and get them out of our business. The women is the only one going to prevent this.
But that's what I was asking you. Did you have to have it that way? That was my first question to you. Did you have to have it that way?
Did I have to have it that way? Yeah, they made it that way.
Okay, so when you say they, who is they?
The woman nowadays. Because they know the women. Because they know the women don't be wanting. Some women don't be want to put a certain man on child support. So now the courts just say, "Fuck that. We're gonna put his ass on child support."
No, what you're saying is the system is taking care of your child, and they coming after you to pay them back. That's what you're saying.
How's the system taking care of his child when they're taking his money?
What happens is if a woman goes to get benefits like what do you call it? Welfare.
So the
food
child is
stamps.
only mine when it come down to pay something. But when I want
That's
to get
correct.
when
I don't
I
know,
when I want to
listen,
spend a lot of time with them, oh, it's a problem. We can only get them every other weekend
Yeah,
or
that's right.
and
No,
all
I
that.
don't
We
know.
can't
But
get them
anyway,
primary. Well,
Eric,
that's the case. Well, that's the case. Since I'm going to be the only one, since the dad's is the only one that has to be financially responsible.
You
Financially
should have
responsible.
custody.
I
Not
agree.
I'll not only have custody, but every single year, since the women don't really have to pay nothing, every single year the dad should be filing the kids.
Yeah, for the W-2. Yeah, I
Listen,
agree with that.
Jay Prince, I mean Eric,
Why not?
saying is if
If
the
the woman not
mother is-
paying nothing out of her pocket,
Jay Prince, I mean Eric, if the mother is receiving benefits from the government,
she
if
shouldn't be
it's
able to file no taxes on the
food,
kids.
whatever she's receiving, then the government will come after whoever she named as a father to get that money back.
No, the government.
You know it's rigged.
Once my kids got to a certain age, like once they got to like 12 and 13, they started living with me. You think I went down there and asked them white folks to go collect some money from her? No.
Right.
So Angryman,
That goes to show you how evil our women is.
Angryman, I got something to say to you.
What's that?
I think you owe me an apology.
Here we go.
You're not ready yet.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I didn't say you just you should be telling me you were wrong, but I'm not asking for that. I'm just wanting to
How the hell am I wrong?
I'm gonna tell you why.
It's your experience. We sitting here talking about our experiences in the child support system, and you're acting shocked. So how was I wrong?
No, I was trying to share my experience, and you just threw something on me and then just went on with it. I was trying to share my experience. If you recall how we got started.
I tell you what. If you want me to apologize for that, you apologize for trying to boss me around on this whole stream.
I apologize for that. I never intend to boss you around, but I just wanted you to see things for the way that they were.
Okay. I apologize for assuming.
Man, look at this is beautiful.
Oh,
we
this is
don't,
cute.
hold on, we don't ever get this in Fight Club. We got this 3 times. Angryman actually got a heart and a soul. I thought he got legs that work.
Wait, is this the first time a man apologized on this network?
Oh God!
Stop! Time out! Don't do that. We need to get Kay to apologize and admit she wrong. Now, when we get that, the whole world will end and blow up. All right.
No, I'm serious. Angryman, I'm sincere about my apology. I wasn't trying to boss you around.
I'm sincere too. Like, yo, I don't know why everybody in here is surprised. I'm one of the only dudes in the manosphere that actually will apologize to people.
Amen.
Like, check my record. I'm not
I appreciate that for real, though, honestly.